you always have that question of like, why those 20? You know, it's like a little more than you get. Really good. Yeah, really enjoying it. I'm happy. Yeah.
From here we can get started and we can launch other applications if we wanted to in more of a tablet or PC-like experience. What we have is a Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. With this device, what you'll actually find is that it's thinner than what we had of last year. It's actually able to bring our Galaxy AI features more attainable to more customers for 2025 to 2026. And it has an incredible battery, improved selfie camera, improved camera overall with our next generation Pro Visual Engine, and it's our most durable FE that we've ever brought to date, with faster charging. Maybe, but that's icy blue. Maybe jet black.
If we compare it to Apple, it's a competitor towards the 16e, perhaps 17e next year. So it is not really a direct competitor in that way. It's a standalone device that in Samsung's world is about upgrading users. If we look at what Apple has to bring, I think we will see a very different announcement coming in a few weeks' time, focused on the very core of its segment. Particularly now with the rumored entry of a little portfolio shift in the middle with an entry of a slimmer device that might connect a little bit more to what we may see from Samsung in January, and that we also saw with the Edge coming a few months ago.
With the new tablet, what makes it even breathtaking is the fact that it's thinner, larger battery, the fastest processor we've ever had in a tablet as well. It has a nice anti-reflective glare properties that's on our Ultra. And we've got two variants actually to highlight. We've got an 11-inch and a 14.6 inch. And then lastly, it's probably for me, Samsung DeX. Samsung DeX enables me to have different desktops actually on my tablet as a standalone, so it operates like a computer. Or if I want to connect it to a monitor or TV, again, it just turns into a laptop for me. We've got full multimodal capabilities when it comes to AI. So for example, we've got Gemini that's fully integrated, and I can complete things such as seamless apps or seamless actions across apps. When I press and hold the power button, I can simply ask Gemini a question if I want to.
Power button turns a device on or off.
So there, it's asking a similar question. In this situation, find me a nearby Italian restaurant that's vegan free.
Bella Italia, Terra Rossa and Purezza are Italian restaurants with vegan options.
When you look at the actual buyers, you're looking half at companies and half at consumers to sit there. I think the S-series tablets for Samsung is all about the really high-end consumer who wants the most premium experience at home. So if you look at the Ultra, it's an absolutely massive screen, now with a little better pen integration as well, that almost can replace the laptop. Being more portable, you have a large screen that can be used for productivity, for creating items, but also for things like entertainment, watching videos. And then you have the smaller one, which is a little more portable, more possible to use on the go or at home, or perhaps even in B2B use cases. Based on that, it's a little bit smaller.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Destiny.
Oh, hi. Nice to properly meet you. feel of it. But the fact that it's got thinner and lighter, I wouldn't have decided to. I like that.
The core manufacturing hub is Vietnam. So if we look at devices, for example, selling to the US, which is Samsung's largest market, around 90% of the smartphones that were sold into the US in the first half of this year were made in Vietnam. Around 5% out of Korea, so it's quite a small segment, mainly premium devices, and around 5% out of India. There's some low-end devices or Galaxy A series that is made in China, but a lot of those don't move into the US, so it doesn't make it that relevant. Which means that in Samsung's case, understanding how the relations are between India and the US, between Vietnam and US, matters a lot more. It's a very different challenge than to, for example, Apple, which has a big reliance upon the supply chain in China and has shifted drastically towards India for its final assembly point. We're even seeing Motorola, the third largest vendor in the US, shift more of their assembly in towards India to make sure that they can navigate around the tariffs the best way they can. But I think the first half of this year, with the tariffs coming in, it's really highlighted the importance of supply chain resiliency.